Just on a short one today, just to get out of the house, just a one-nighter wild camp. So tonight I've come to Brown Clee Hill, which is in Shropshire, just outside Ditton Priors, and it's part of one of the 7 summits in Shropshire. So what I'd like to do is just do a wild camp on each summit and then just put it on YouTube, just something to do, just to keep me out of trouble. But so I've just parked the car just down there. That's the view over there. But then now we're heading up to the top. So that's the plan. I don't want to set up my tent too early because obviously there's going to be a lot of people knocking about, and yeah, I want to be discreet as you can be, sat on the flipping summit of a hill. So we'll just see. We'll see how it goes. I've brought a selfie stick with me, and I've bought it through gritted teeth. But looking back over my videos, they're just too shaky, and it's probably shaking now. It's in my pack, so I'll get it out later and see if it makes any difference with the selfie stick. So yeah, we'll get on and get up to the top. Bit of bad weather. There's an interesting old building there. I'm not sure if it's an old fort or something to do with the quarrying. We're going to take a look in a minute before we get to the top, but the top's not far, just up there. And the mozzies are out everywhere in force, obviously because there's no wind here to blow them away. It's don't want to stay here for too long, but that weather front is awesome. I might get my DSLR out later and see if I can get any better shots of it coming in. But yeah, we'll go and check out this building. There's that weather front. Sorry. There. Hopefully, I think the winds are going that way, so we should be all right for tonight. Plenty of detail in the clouds for photographs later. That's that old building there. And I'm going up towards their masts. That's the summit up there. Well, I say summit, trig point. It's not going to be that high. I'll have a look on the height of it on the trig point. I should get the selfie stick out at this point, shouldn't I? So it's not so bouncy. Okay, I've set up here. It's 8:15 at the minute and time is just running out, trying to find a spot to pitch up, because the reason I can't find a pitch is because most of the tops, well, all the tops, the summits, is covered by just thick moss, ferns or whatever it is. So trying to get a hold for my pegs was impossible, even with the delta pegs that I brought. So I'm in a sort of valley. The top's just up there, so, and there's the mast you can see in the distance. So it's quite a sheltered spot, but I didn't want sheltered. I wanted to be out in the open, but there's not a fat lot I can do about it. So pitch up here, make it home, and see what, you know. There's a nice breeze down here, so it's blowing all the mozzies and the horseflies away. I'm not sure if we're going to get a bit of rain, so I'll get everything out, sleeping bag and sleeping mat, and take it from there. So you're on the selfie stick now. How's it going? I never used one before, but the weather's come in. Just climb up out of here. So there we are down there. Where are we? There we are in the distance. The weather coming in. It's beautiful over there. Oh, oh. Okay, this is a cheap selfie stick. I've got a metal one at home, but obviously being metal, it weighs more. And this is all wobbling about. Look at that. Cheap and nasty, eh? Oh, that's nice over there. So yeah, it's not too bad when the weight's on it. Let's get the camera out. Okay, so let's get our bearings. So my tent is just down there. The trig point is just where the sun is at the minute. The sun's setting. You can see the two masts there. On the GoPro it's not going to be brilliant, but you see those two mounds there. Well, to the right of that, in the far distance, is the Wrekin, which is one of the 7 summits of Shropshire. So hopefully do a wild camp on the Wrekin at some point. That there with the golf ball on top of it, you probably can't see it, is Clee Hill. Then past Clee Hill, right in the far distance, is Hereford. And past that you can just see the Black Mountains in the haze. You have to take my word for it. I'm not sure what that is over there. And the Long Mynd, I'm not sure either. We'll have to get the map out. But it's the sun's just setting slowly. It's 9:15. I want it to get a bit darker so I can get that golden hour and take in some photos. I've taken a few and they're alright. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a professional photographer, but it's all about light and the clouds. There's so much detail in the clouds this afternoon, well tonight. It's brilliant. So I'll wait for the sun to go down a bit more and then get the camera back out. Thing is, it's quite windy, so it's got to be short, sharp exposures, otherwise I end up with blurry images. I would like to do a panorama, but it's not going to happen. So yeah, it's not a bad spot here, to be honest. Quite like it. So the question is, will the plastic cheap and nasty selfie stick work? So I won't be able to tell until I get home on the monitor, PC monitor. As I say, it's wobbling, but for a couple of quid you can't grumble. So it's 5 to 10 of an evening and I'm cooking up some dinner. I bought a dehydrator and I've dehydrated a meal that I took with me when I went to Trafan, and the one I've dehydrated is the vindaloo with the rice. So I cooked it up, the vindaloo with the rice, and then dehydrated it, and this is just half of it. I haven't got a clue how much water to add, so I've just put some in the jet boil and see how it goes. If it's like soup, I don't suppose it really matters, does it? It's the same amount of nutrients, well, half of the nutrients. And I'm not hiking anywhere, so I don't need calories. I've also made some biltong. Oh, it's beautiful stuff, this is. Love it. But the meat's so expensive. When we go to South Africa in December, we might go on a hunt, and was it kudu? I can't remember what Susanna calls it. Susanna's my wife, and she lived in South Africa for quite a few years. And her dad still lives out there, so we might go hunting and then hang our own biltong. And just add the peppercorns and the coriander. Beautiful. So yeah, I mean, this is fantastic compared to the what was it, the mountain oats that I had? Man, they were big packs, and this is like half, and it's so light. But the proof will be in the pudding, as they say. And we'll cook it up and we'll have a look what it's going to be like. It's getting dark now, so we'll see. I will give you the verdict once I've eaten it. Okay, so I've just brewed up the water, and you can't see me because it's you know, the sun's setting now and it's getting dark. But when I turn the camera around onto the food, you should be able to see it. I have made it too watery. But vindaloo soup, I'm gonna have to turn the head torch off because it'll blind you. Yeah. So I'll see you in the morning. Take care and God bless. Morning. Bit bleary eyed this morning. It started getting light about 4 o'clock, so kept waking up. Strangely enough, there's hardly any bird song. There's one or two, but it's quiet. The tent this morning, as you can see there, it's just covered in dew, and the inside is wet, you know, from the condensation. But all in all, it was alright. Good night's sleep. Sun's coming out. Here we are, packed up. I was watching George Bushpass Camper, his latest video. Well done, George, nice on that. I was watching at the end, you know, when you showed round and you said leave no trace, and I was wondering, why as wild campers and bushcrafters do we do that? Do we show the fact that we've taken a lot of rubbish? I think it's a mark of respect, you know, showing other people that that's the way forward, that, you know, we spend a night here or two or however long, and that when we leave it's in the same state as when we turned up. There's no rubbish. So, you know, I think that's why we do it, not because we're showing to others that, you know, that whatever. I think it's just a mark of respect, and hopefully that'll be passed on to the next generations, that all the rubbish will be picked up and the landscape is as it should be. So to that end, that's where I was last night. No rubbish. So yeah, we'll have a little waffle on the way back. I'm coming up to the, well, I've got one more session left of my level 2 counselling course, and hopefully I'll have passed. My tutor hasn't said any other, so and I'm booked on the level 3, so I've got to pass. But that sort of thing, you know, interests me, and the way why we do things and the way our minds also do things and cope with things. And that really interests me, and that's something I'd like to go into. Maybe not psychology, because that's, you know, is it a 3-year degree? So counselling I can do part-time along with my other job, and enjoy it and find it really fascinating. So yeah, and the end goal will be, so I've passed my introduction, I've passed my level 2, level 3 starts September. That's a 35 week course, and then once that finishes, then it's the big boy, so that's a 3-year course. I think Shrewsbury College do it. So the first year is your level 4, your second year is your foundation degree, and your last year is your level 5, and that's about £2,000 a year. So I've got to try and find that money from somewhere, do some overtime. But that's the end goal, get to level 5, and ultimately start operating as a trained qualified counsellor. We'll see, you know, we have plans but they change. Life throws fastballs at us and we have to duck and dive and curve, but it's nice just to get out in the open. It's so nice today. Really enjoyed last night and this morning. It's therapeutic. There's a counselling word. Therapeutic for the soul, for your mind. Right, come to a metal road. There's a trig point there. There somewhere. And then we're going to go down here on my wobbly selfie stick. It'll be interesting to see how well it worked when I get back on the monitor. I'm excited as well to see what images I've captured. As I say, I'm not a professional photographer, I just enjoy it. So don't hold your breath when they come out, eh? So yeah, anyway, that's enough chatter. It's 20 to 8 in the morning, and I think it's about 2 mile and a half walk back to the car. Nice steady pace, and I'll catch you. I'm not sure where I'm going next. I've got 2 days, possibly 2 nights worth of camping coming up. I'm not sure where to go. I'm saving the opposite side of Trafan, Snowdonia, for August when I've got more time off. So these 2 days I might do some more summits, bag 'em as they say. So yeah, get some more summits. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.